Hi everyone, Adam here, and this is what I've watched for June. Just a quick overview of everything I saw last month. Basically, first time watches or movies I saw at the cinema. Okay, on the 7th, I watched Bad Boys Ride or Die. The synopsis is after the late former captain is framed, Larry and Burnett try to clear his name, only to end up on the run themselves. It was fun enough. Kind of what you'd expected, but, the Bad Boys movies don't try to do anything but other than to entertain, so I had a good time with this. Yeah, is it a great film? No, but it's still fun. I guess you could say it slaps. And yeah, it is funny in parts and some decent action. So I'd say if you like the other Bad Boys movies, check this one out. On the 9th of June, I watched Under Paris. It's a Netflix film. The synopsis in the summer of 2024, Paris is hosting the World Triathlon Championships on the Seine. For the first time, Sophia, a brilliant scientist, learns from Mika, a young environmental activist, that a large shark is swimming deep in the river. To avoid a bloodbath at the heart of the city, they have no choice but to join forces with Adil, the Seine River Police commander. Kind of silly. The special effects range from okay to pretty bad, and there is some really stupid characters in this. But there's still some fun to be had. It was kind of ridiculous. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. It's kind of a so-so shark movie for me, which seems to be a trend. Most shark movies haven't been that great lately. Yeah, it's just average. And on the 10th, I watched The Watchers. Synopsis is a young artist gets stranded in an extensive, immaculate forest in Western Ireland, where, after finding shelter, she becomes trapped alongside three strangers stalked by mysterious creatures each night. I thought I was going to like this. It's kind of weird. It's directed by, who is it? Ashana Night Shyamalan, the daughter of, obviously, M. Night Shyamalan. It was weird. Visually, it's pretty good. I mean, visually it looks great, and the acting is pretty decent, but I just couldn't get into this. I kind of found it a bit too silly. But I know most movies like this are a little silly, and yeah. But the direction is solid, and the acting's fine, but I just couldn't get into it, unfortunately. But I will say, like, Dakota Fanning does give a really good performance, so yeah, but I actually found this disappointing. On the 14th, I watched The Exorcism. This stars Russell Crowe, and it's directed by Joshua John Miller, who is Jason Miller's son, who was Father Karras in The Exorcist. Here we go. So the synopsis for this is: they were making a cursed movie. They were warned not to. They should have listened. A troubled actor begins to unravel while shooting a supernatural horror film, leading his estranged daughter to wonder if he's slipping back into his past addictions, or if there's something more sinister at play. I found this kind of average. It's interesting that the movie they're remaking, it's under the code name The Georgetown Project. So, Georgetown, you know what significance that has in horror films. You know what they're actually remaking, but I guess for legal reasons they couldn't really say the actual name. I thought I was going to like this more. It's a movie about making movies, which I usually enjoy. And yeah, Russell Crowe does a good job as an actor trying to get his career back. There is a pretty decent cast in here. Sam Worthington, Adam Goldberg, David Hyde Pierce, but It just didn't work for me. Yeah, I mean, there's an interesting concept. I mean, over the years, there's been stories about cursed movies, so I'm surprised they didn't make a movie about it years ago, but I just don't think this one worked either. And on the 28th, I watched A Quiet Place Day 1. The synopsis, here how it all began. As New York City is invaded by alien creatures who hunt by sound, a woman named Sammy fights to survive. Yeah, I'd say it's probably the weakest out of the three. I put it down to just okay. I mean, it is a prequel to the other two. It doesn't really give us many answers of to where these aliens came from. I mean, in some ways, it's probably good to have a bit of a mystery. I think the actors did a good job with the minimal dialogue they had. Moving it to a big city was kind of an interesting concept, though. And I thought the direction was solid and the acting was fine. But I've got to point out one thing: the cat in this movie is probably one of the most adorable cats I've ever seen. Yeah, and that cat gives a great performance too. If you've seen this, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let us know, have you seen any of these and what did you think? Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Adam, and I'll see you again soon.